1, 2,
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
3. Good morning! Finally, we have...
Morning, 4:30 in the afternoon, morning.
well, somewhere it is.
Depends on, yeah. Where do you wake or what time did you wake? What time did you wake up, actually?
I woke up at around 8 o'clock. I let myself sleep today.
Okay.
So I feel way much better than I was feeling yesterday. Yesterday, somehow, this waking process was really tiring. I don't know about you, but you are an early bird.
I am an early bird, and I woke up at about, I think 6ish or something. And I fell asleep at like 1:30.
1:30?
Yeah,
So is 5 hours okay for you?
No, I went back to sleep. So I kind of got up, and then I was singing some karaoke when I got up. I'll tell you more.
Okay.
And then I went back to sleep. No, so yesterday...
You woke up, you were singing karaoke, and then you went back to sleep?
Exactly, that's what happened. Yes.
What have you been smoking, my friend?
Nothing. But I have been... So yesterday we went... we have a group of friends. You know them, but we just don't say names. And every
you
once
know
in
them,
a while,
but you are not one of them.
I'm not a... I am the best friend of everyone who's
No,
there.
I was talking about myself, but...
No, you are not. You are not.
Continue.
You are
licking
not,
your own
you are
ass.
not,
That's
of course.
fine.
What's in my ass? I'm happy to do it. What is that?
What?
My ass. He said what's about my
Continue licking your own ass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
like a cat,
I wish,
they are
but,
pleasuring themselves on the daily basis. No worries.
So yes, today we went for a dinner, just a few of us, and then after the program was to go to a karaoke place, and we went there, and we sang some karaoke, and I never really kind of sang karaoke before. I sometimes sing, sing in the shower. Sometimes I sing in the car, but I don't really have a voice or a good voice. And I also don't drink, so this shyness is always there when you. Well, you need to be drunk to. Well, not yet need to be drunk, but it's easier if you're drunk and then you sing. But I wasn't drunk. I'm not a confident singer, and I was just sitting there in the room. It was like 7 of us. It's loud, and then I was like, I should sing really. And then eventually, because I knew we are going, so I did learn a song that I like. And
what song you learned?
This was from. It was a very good year from Frank Sinatra.
It was a very good year.
It was actually on the. So this is. The reason I know this song is where I know this song from is the 2nd season of Sopranos.
Wait a second. Wasn't that Ray Charles who actually wrote that song?
I have no idea. I don't know that.
Because I remember this song. It was a very good year. It was sung by late Ray Charles.
Dude, I don't know. I just know that I heard it in the opening credits of the 2nd season of Sopranos, and it was to me one of the somehow the most beautiful kind of opening sequences that I've seen. It just like hit me. It was really, really, really nice, and I from that I love this song. So I learned this song as in mostly the lyrics, but kind of just singing along with the thing. And I was there, and I was like, I'm a bit shy. I'm like, oh, it's am I gonna be able to stand up? But then I did. And it was shit, of course. I mean, there is a recording, and obviously I don't have the nicest and the most beautiful voice, but I did it and I felt good. And then I got my courage, so I picked another song. This was Coldplay. God Put a Smile Upon My Face.
I should make it as
I sang
theme song for us.
I sang that. Could be. It's a very nice song. And then after there was one of the guys who is a singer. From there, from a country called Italy. Together we then sang or rapped rather, "Get It Together" from the Beastie Boys. So I actually took part in 3 songs. So and now I want to go back. And then when I got up in the morning, I was like, oh, okay, what songs I want to sing, because they use this Singer. That's the name of the app that they use. This is a karaoke thing. and it's and I downloaded it, and I was just like looking at the catalog, and then there is Tool in there. So there was a song Anima, and as I said, I think we discussed it before, but I'm not really a lyrics guy, except for a few bands where but somehow lyrics, if not stuck, but I listen, or at least it's like it's really kind of seems to be very important, and Tool is one of them. And so I was laying on my bed like half asleep, and I was just singing as much as I could. And Tool has these very like off and weird time signatures with the drums, with the beats, with the singing, and everything.
Yeah, they are off the beat all the time.
Yeah, they are.
You have this feeling that
all
they
over
are
all over the place.
Always all over the place, but not in the beat.
Yeah, and even the singing, and yeah, I was just doing that in the morning. So I was doing that for like 40 minutes in my bed, and then I
so we were
fell
singing
back
in the
asleep.
bed.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
were not standing up.
No. I was just in the bed, held the phone up, and then I was.
That's not the right way how to sing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there is room to improvement. I was just like still excited to like.
And knowing your shower, I mean, dude, you should
Well-
be singing there. It's quite huge.
Boris, why do you know my shower?
Because you've been
Yeah.
posting it.
That's true. I have. Oh, this has been. Oh, one more thing that made me smile. When we get to that part of the show, and we need to remember. I have so many. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's why I woke up this early, and then I got back. But I am an early bird. I usually wake up at 5 in the morning. Actually before 5, and I go to gym. And by 7:30 or something, I'm done with my gym. I'm done with my morning. Maybe some sauna or some whatever thing, because it's the gym has those facilities too. So yeah, by 8 in the morning, I've done that part of my life. Yeah, so it's pretty good for me. I like this rhythm.
This is pretty interesting. I know that I'm not an early bird in the sense of going to the gym. I tried it so many times, I just fail big time. For me, it is easier to go somewhere in the evening. But I don't remember when was the last time I went to the gym at all. That's another part of my life. But I would say that the right now I'm waking up around 6:30, 7. 7 is the latest. Then I.
But you have like father duties, right? So
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't have a choice.
Oh yeah. So I just have to bring my kid to the kindergarten, then I'm off to work, then I'm working, then I need to pick up my kid from the kindergarten, go do some his trainings or some repetitions like Estonian language and all those sort of things. And then yes, it's already evening, and
What time you go to bed usually? Is there a regular-ish time?
Well, we're trying to have a fixed time, so around 10 o'clock usually we are
That's good.
trying to wrap up the day, but quite often it just continues until 11. And then you just all over again, once again, 6:30, 7, you wake
And
up.
do you this is the same pattern on the weekend as well, right? Basically.
No, today I woke up around
yeah,
around
yesterday.
8, I think 8:15, think so, and but just I let myself sleep, and kid was sleeping as well. For them, it's so easy when they are little ones, like really toddlers. Dude, they can wake at 4, and there is nothing you can do. You can't just put them back in.
There's
the
also
bed.
nothing they can do. They just like wake up.
Yeah, they
It's
just
like,
hello world.
Yeah.
This is me. Smile and shine. But you're getting used to that. Although I would say first half a year after my kid was born, my God, you do not understand when it is day, when it is night, when is it Sunday or is it Wednesday? Everything is so mixed up. It's this movie, the Groundhog.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah.
That's the one. This is the type of a day you're having, especially my wife. She had
And I wanted to also, she was on maternity leave. I
Yeah.
presume.
And I would say that Estonia has very good maternity leave conditions, because in a lot of European states it's very extremely harsh. If not mistaken, in Spain you have something like 4 or 5 months only, and then back to work, and it doesn't matter.
Same in South Africa, actually, something like that in South Africa.
So
if at all, actually, I don't even know if there is anything.
Because here in Estonia, it is 1.5 years.
So I mean,
do whatever you like.
And here I think even the fathers have some paternity. I mean, like a week maybe or something.
Previously, it was around 10 days, I think, but now it is full month.
Oh, okay. That's very nice. Yeah, I mean, I know that. So even in South Africa, so I don't know the rules in the sense that I don't know if there is like 4 months or 5 months official thing, or that's just kind of how much mothers stay home with their child, because they have to stay home for a certain time. But I just know it's common that, like, when my colleagues went when the child came, they gave birth, and they were back to work fairly quick, like a few months, 4, 5 months, maybe 6 months, and they were saying that they actually needed adult talk. They were, just like talking to a toddler, and like that is hard.
Because you are actually speaking to some object. Don't get me wrong. Until some point, your kid is not that wonderful little creature that will respond. For about 3-4 months, toddler is not responding in any way at you. He just lives his own life. He's not smiling. He's just farting, eating, shitting. That's all what he's doing. And it's not bad, not good. It's just as it is. And I know that a lot of mummies, they are suffering from
postnatal depression.
Exactly. And this is actually a very big thing. And just imagine when she is alone, a mum. There is no father, or father is having some sort of shift works, like back in the days, sailors were, going to the sea like from 3 to 6 months.
So I think in these cases, luckily that wasn't the case. So the fathers are around, but it's just the system that, like, again, I don't think they have this like nice year and a half. You got, I don't know, what is it, 70% of your salary, 80% of your salary, and all those kind of things. Maybe 100, I don't know, for a year, and they don't work. But also there, the support system, as in, like, in South Africa, there is the kind of domestic labor is very cheap, and it's very often that that people have nannies, like, who live in actually in their property, so it is much more common that they actually have help who they can just leave the child behind in safety and in trusted hands and an environment that they are okay to, because that is how that society is geared. Because again, there isn't this like social welfare system that would give you this
well, you see, in Estonia, I would say that it is possible, but for us it was quite difficult to find a nanny. So what we used the services of the people that we knew.
Okay.
I don't know why and how it is not working that well here, but
well, I guess here as well, it must be pretty expensive.
Yes, I would say it isn't. It's not the cheap endeavor, in the sense that the price of an hour was around 8 euros, I think so.
That's not bad, actually, but it was
no. But that's what I'm saying. That if you need those services on the daily basis,
it adds up.
Then it is forming into some sort of or shaping into the pretty bulk of the money.
Yeah.
But let's talk about something sunny, because today was really sunny, really nice sunny day. Yes, yeah. Although the temperature is below Way
17
below
or
0.
15. Beautiful. Oh my God, so nice, so nice. And I'm still walking around in like just pants and hoodie and
I think
not a
everything
jacket.
is about the mood. You can be freezing to death in plus 15 and feeling fine in minus 11, what we had today, just wearing a shorts and just be in a good mood.
Yeah, I don't know. I generally don't wear. Well, I don't wear jackets when I
And
go
stop
from
taking off your pants, please.
go from the why go from the go from the car to when I go for shopping or whatever. I don't put on my jackets for that like 100 and 200 meter walks or whatever. I don't mind if it's even if it's minus 50, minus 20. Okay, it will. The cold does get to me eventually, but yeah, I'm sure it's. Yeah, maybe there is something to do with the mood as well. But I mean that then you are fucked because you hate this cold. So like you just can't. You won't be able to bear it.
First of all, I'm cunt, yes, and the second, yes.
I didn't say that, but actually, yeah.
The weather is not good for me. It's not good for my health, and I can't do anything about it now. And the rest of the used old vinyl disc that I'm playing to you on the daily basis, how much I love this weather. It was in brackets.
But yeah, dude, I mean, I think I see people now on Instagram. They are posting like funny, funny posts of like waiting for the spring and the sitting eating something, looking out the window, and you can see the sun comes in and like, oh, spring is almost here. I mean, I guess it is technically or 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away.
3 weeks away.
I mean, not like in this country. 1st of March is all of a sudden. The trees are going to like grow in the leaves and.
But this is a mental break point when you have lived through the winter and now the spring is coming.
I love spring. Spring is the most beautiful season for me. That was what I was. The only thing that I was missing in South Africa is there down, especially in Durban, in the south part of. Southern part of South Africa, when it's even warmer than Joburg, next to the ocean. There is winter and there is summer, and the winter is a bit colder, but there isn't this like big contrast of coming out from the winter, going through the summer, and then between there is this beautiful spring when like, yeah, everything just opens up. You can throw away your jackets. It's like it's life kind of is reborn. Whilst here. Yeah, fuck, it's beautiful. And I
see the difference between the seasons here.
Yeah, exactly. And it's beautiful. And then I will pick up my car, my nice
old
air polluting thingy, and yeah. So sometime in March, April, and yeah, there's like things just happen, and it's nice. So I dig it.
Yeah. So first of March, I'm still getting my mental compass,
kind of pointing at that.
Yes, this is my lighthouse for now.
So maybe we can implicitly say that maybe the sun made us smile. But Boris, what else made you smile this week?
What made me smile is that I was working with my hands. There was a lot of little tiny pieces in my studio that I didn't have time to do, and just so happened that I said, fuck it, I will grab 2 hours of my time and I will just finish it. And I went with the flow, and it went so smoothly. You're listening to either music or some other podcast, or you are thinking about something, and at the same time you are using your hands, your tools. You hear the drill swirling, you hear the hammer smashing, and so I had a piece of ceiling that need to be fixed. I fixed it. There was a piece of furniture that need to be assembled. We did that as well. I mean, there was so many things that, it yourself. You just think that technically it will take me 5 minutes. It's not a big deal. I can do it tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, maybe on the weekend. Maybe I will do that. and then little by little, this pile of work is kind of
Getting bigger.
it's not getting bigger. It's falling apart because of the amount. And then it is hard to pick up the very first thing that you need to start your fixing.
Yeah. And now it's daunting. Now it's like frustrating.
Exactly. You start one thing and you see, oh, no. First, the other thing need to be done. And then you are just jumping on the third one. Then the seagull is flying into your open window and starts screaming and yelling, and you're yelling back. So there are a lot of things happening in your life.
Did it happen?
Of course not, but it could happen while you are busy picking up the jobs that you need to do.
Okay.
So yeah, that made me, I would even say not smile, but shine.
Oh.
Shine, because it gave me a lot of positive energy, and I would say that for me, this is a remedy to reset my brain.
When did you do this?
Yesterday.
Okay, because I know like last week you were like the whole weekend was like wasted with not wasted, but whole weekend
it was
spent
wasted, full stop, and that's all.
Is it? Okay. On trying to on mixing the previous show, but
it had some difficulties, and we'll see how the new episode will go. But I will tend to not to use the AI this time.
Yeah, I think it's
because AI is changing the words that are coming out from my mouth. So I'm thinking about one thing, and AI is just saying something differently because the AI wants it to say.
But in general, I think I mean,
no, it's an amazing tool, but not with the devices that we had.
That also could be, yeah, and also it probably,
because now it is a sure thing.
It is a sure thing. For everyone to understand this amazing joke is that I have now bought a proper podcast microphone, and it happens to be the brand Shure, and Boris's microphone has always been, well, not always, but most of the time has been Shure. So Shure, it's a Shure thing, just laugh as we intended to.
My God, you just dissected the whole joke.
Yeah, that's a sign of a good joke when it has to be explained.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Anything else that made you smile?
Actually, yes.
Oh, nice.
I stumbled across the show, which is called a Graham Norton show.
Okay.
Or Graham Norton. What is
is this like a talk show?
It is a talk show. It is a talk show.
Is it old? Because I see
no.
It's still happening.
I mean, the episode that I watched, probably it's not a new one, but there was a Scottish comedian.
Is he a relative? Is he Scottish?
We'll see. The DNA test didn't come yet. So, and he was speaking about the accents, and I mean, it is funny enough that Scottish person speaking to you about the accents, like it's like it's not enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And then somebody in the from the guests asked, "Can you do the English accent?"
And could he?
Yes, he could do the perfect English accent. Like he was speaking like a true Englishman. And he said, but it makes me put all my muscles, all my strength into performing that. I mean, same language with a wee difference, yeah? And that's what I wanted to ask you actually today. Your English is
the best
comparing to others.
Someone who doesn't speak English,
yeah, it is fluent. It is simple. I would say it might have the accent which we are not picking. But you, as the Hungarian, do you feel that you speak with a Hungarian accent while you're speaking while you're talking English words?
Yeah,
you do.
Yes. I mean,
that was a very good answer. Thank you.
No, I know. So, I mean, obviously, I do have an accent. Often people think it's German. I don't know why, because it's really not Germanish. But we do have an accent, but I don't have the. So sometimes when I hear Hungarians, I don't speak like that. So the Hungarians. Listen, I haven't I haven't interviewed everyone who I have heard speaking Hungarian, but I suspect. So in Hungary, mainly we speak Hungarian, and obviously this is well, it's obvious. But what I want to say is like this is the only language. It's not like in Estonia you are actually exposed to or can be exposed to a lot of English. But in Hungary, people speak Hungarian. So unless you go abroad and you hear how English speak, or just and not just British, but like someone where this is the native language, your pronunciation is going to be like it's just going to be distinctively such that you can tell that this person hasn't actually spoken English outside of English lessons, because you will not have the. So the English is a language where like if you so like Hungarian and Estonian, if you whatever is written, it's that is kind of how you pronounce it. That you don't put in like extra
No.
whatever. It's just you just straight away an A is an A T is a T, and that's it. In English, it depending on what is where,
And what is the weather?
yeah, what is where, what, and like I don't know, so many things. It's you kind of have a lot of freedom to kind of almost mold the way you pronounce a word, but there is still a right way and the wrong way of doing that. And if you haven't heard native speakers speaking, then it will be very clear that you actually just and that I can tell it's a nice Hungarian. I don't have that because I don't think I have that because I have a.
Well, you've been to Africa for quite.
Not only to Africa, but yes. And in South Africa, especially in KwaZulu-Natal, which is the region where I was in, that is English first, and so South Africa has 11 languages, a lot of tribal languages. In KwaZulu-Natal, obviously Zulu is big, but of the white people's languages, the Afrikaans and the English is the two big one, and it's Afrikaans everywhere in South Africa. In KZN, then it's English. So yes, there when I was there for 10 years, it was English, but I lived in London and in the UK for almost 2 years, and that is
What is the capital of London?
Manchester.
Mhm.
That is, I don't know, London. That is where first of all my ears got used to the English language, because it's just very different from what your Hungarian English teacher tells you.
That's for sure.
So yeah, and but yeah, I can tell. I think I can tell Hungarians, and I think I'm not exactly like that. But I do have an accent, and what's interesting is when I was in the UK, I did pick up and started to use like a fucked up English accent that kind of was mimicking people around me, which I dropped straight away if I'm not.
Which one was that? Was it a Cockney?
No,
posh?
it's not in particular, but like it was.
Or you just picked up something.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not just picked up something. Whoever was kind of closest to me and spoke to me the last. I'm not saying I can't make accents. So even if you asked me, I wouldn't even try because I cannot make accents. But it just started. I a little bit started to talk like the person who was talking to me. But I don't preserve that accent. So I just have this whatever I have, and
Hello, my good fellow. Chap, what?
I can't. No.
Would you like to have a 5 o'clock tea today?
Is it not 4 o'clock tea?
No, it is 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
High
Well,
tea,
at least
high tea.
depending on the time zone.
Well, I mean, you are in the UK, so that is the time zone. But I've been to a high tea event or a high tea. So high tea is a thing in the UK. It's not a cheap thing. Well, depending on where you go. That was I forgot the name, but I went there with the two colleagues from UK. It was on. I don't even remember the name of the street, but it was this posh British department store, like 4 stories, every level something like expensive and beautiful. It's either cookingware or clothes, and on the top level there was this high tea event where you go in. pay like fucking 80 pounds or whatever.
Pounds.
In the lobby, someone's playing a piano.
Okay.
You get seated, like beautifully. Waiters and waitresses in beautiful attire. You really feel like like this is some posh place. And then they bring you some finger food and some nice biscuits and of course the tea. And it's a thing, and it's fucking full. It's like it's big families, kids to grandmas, the whole thing. And it was actually very nice. But I mean, I'm for that money, I'm not gonna go back again. It was a
But
good experience.
did you feel like Benedict Cumberbatch at the time?
I did feel. You do feel special. You do feel a little bit like, oh, okay, this is you kind of you don't slouch in the chair. You kind of sit to the straight.
So
back
you're
and
not
whatever. It's
an English bulldog, but you are somewhere from the high estate.
I guess, yeah. So yeah, it was interesting. Yeah.
Would you like to be knighted? Would you like to have a sir as the way of addressing to you?
I would like if I could show something that would
Lord.
deserve it.
Laird.
No, not that. But the sir is a knight thing. I mean, that's people who are knighted. They have achieved something nice. It would be nice if I could say of my life I have done something.
But you have to be born and.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that I want the sir title. I'm just saying that like someone who deserves that. They have done something very nice in life that was good for the society, good for the world. It would be nice if you could say that like you have something that would deserve that. So I'm not saying I want the sirness. I'm just saying it's nice if you could achieve something that is worthy of something like that, which I have not.
So you do not consider yourself as a worthy person?
Well, not for a knighthood, of course. Not for a knighthood. I'm a worthy person. I'm just not for a knighthood.
Okay, maybe a couple of more English speaking lessons, and you can.
I can speak the
United.
Queen's English.
King's English. Yes.
It's the Queen's English, the expression.
I suspect it was because Queen Elizabeth was in charge. And now it is because Elizabeth actually broke all the rules. And it became a thing. Queen,
Dude,
you
might be right, actually. Yeah, you might be right.
But now it is King Charles.
Mm.
And
maybe it's the King's language.
Because even the movie, it is a Kingsman, not a Queensman.
I haven't seen the movie, but wasn't it about the king?
No, it wasn't about the king. It was the movie Kingsman is about these special spy society that do very important stuff in the name of the king.
Oh, okay.
But the king, there is a lot of layers, and but I suspect it started as the King's Arthur Round Table of Knights. But in the first, it's not first part, it's actually technically the third one, but one of the Kingsman forefathers was a king, I think it was Edward. But I mean, this is a purely a fiction, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
By the way, this is out of the curiosity. I have no idea, but do you know anything about behind the name of MI6?
MI6.
MI6, sorry, yeah.
No, but I know there's MI5, but I don't know. It's no. Do you?
No. That's my
No.
That's my pin of curiosity.
What is KGB?
KGB, Комитет государственной безопасности, which is a committee of the oh my god, you just got me on scope.
And then the FSB, because that's the continuation of it, right? FSB, or how do you say FSB or
I don't know, to be honest.
Okay. I think there's a KGB museum in the Viru, right? In the Viru hotel or something.
In the Vero Hotel on the 23rd floor, because that's used to be not the headquarters, but Vero Hotel was the obviously the place of interest for the tourists that came in. So they stayed in Vero Hotel. This is the first big hotel that actually welcomed them. Then they in 80 when it was Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Moscow Olympics 1980. For that, they have built a Olympia hotel. So it became kind of
Is that what is Viru today?
No, Viru is Viru. Olympia is Olympia.
Oh, okay.
Viru.
Where is Olympia?
Olympia is.
Is it Pirita?
No, it's a Pirita top hotel.
Okay, where is Olympia?
In the center.
Okay. Well, okay, whatever. I probably have seen it.
You've seen it so many times.
I know there's Isn't there Olympia Bet or that's Olibet?
No. Olibet and the Olympia Hotel. These are two different.
But there isn't there a casino that has a name?
Olympic Casino.
Okay, but it also has nothing to do.
Absolutely nothing to do. So anyway, Viru was the first one, and on the 23rd floor, there was a place where the agents has been sitting and listening the phones, and been tracing foreigners coming in, coming out.
Just a room or the whole floor?
This I don't know. I suspect it might be the whole floor. I mean, it was a Soviet Union. So there is a museum with all the numbers, all the key rooms has been traced. It has been listened through, and if there was some high authority visitors, well, most definitely there would be general sittings and listening to what they're saying. And of course they've been keeping track on the prostitutes and most probably the drugs as well, so everything, because well, obviously you were able to buy all this sort of things back in that days, but they were under the very, very, very big eye of a huge octopus with the name of Russian Soviet Union.
Yeah, I actually I haven't been to this museum, but
I suspected it should be quite interesting, but I have no interest in that, and that's why I never.
You never went?
No, I never been there. There is also, if I'm not mistaken, one is in the Old Town.
There is something in the Old Town.
Yeah, in the Old Town there is also a sort of a KGB museum as well, but because in the Old Town it used to be a headquarters of KGB of Estonian Republic at the time. There were a lot of things going in the cellars, so I suspect this is the part they are showing to the world.
You mean things in the cellars, as in like what, torture and things like that?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because this has not been everybody knew that something like that is going on, but officially, of course, nobody told you that this is a thing. Again, let's go to the more sunny thing. So back to the accents. You know that cats do have accents when they are meowing.
Animals even so not that they speak languages, but like if a dog grew up in the UK or whatever, if I'm in Hungary and I call the dog or what, they won't understand. They won't. Maybe it's just the voice patterns that they remember.
Probably the voice pattern. Although, if I'm not mistaken, for the dogs, their how do you call it? This age that they have in comparison to human age is around 2 years. Not evolution, but so
is it 1 to 7? I thought it's like 1 dog year is 7.
No. I'm not talking about their life years. I'm talking about how educated they are. So it's if you will take it into the comparison with the kids, it's their level of understanding is around 2 years old kid.
Oh, okay. Well, we didn't know. Yeah, so
But
so
I might
what's-
be absolutely wrong because my English is not as perfect as yours.
I think your English is just as good.
Okay, stop licking each other's asses and continue moving on.
Without
Thomas,
lying.
last time. Oh my God, what that was? There was something in me throat.
It wasn't me.
Yeah. So last time when Sean was here,
Yeah.
we introduced these questions, and I want to test this on you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
This is coming unexpected.
Well, we have to be prepared for the future endeavors, future guests. So, in order to do so, I would.
What was that? Did you see one and you want to change your mind? That's against the rules.
Okay. No, the thing is.
What?
Unfortunately, these.
This is not the third one that he's gonna pick.
Yeah, of course.
This is the
These are the ones that
quintessence
Sean
of
already.
random.
He already
I
answered those, but I don't want you to answer them because you already gave a full answer last time. But my freaking God, why I'm picking this?
But put it back in the bag. What the fuck? Why not? Like I mean, put it outside of it now.
Okay. So this is the question that never been in this live streams before. This is the first one. Drum roll. And what is something you'd like to learn how to do?
Okay, shit.
You don't know how to do that?
The very first, yeah. That's actually no. I'm pretty good at shooting. There was once we had a group of friends who had a.
You even have a good group of friends for that.
I had a group of friends. We had a chat room in Viber, and it was really only about every time when someone went and pooped, they just sent the poop icon on the chat, and that was the thing. And then
God, the smelly one.
And then when I joined, I just owned that group. I mean, at that point, I was like eating for some gym exercise gym program. So I was like, which proved to be a winning formula for that group because I was sending like 5 to 7 icons every day, which maybe is not healthy.
Were there any prizes?
No, there weren't. It just you could just be proud of yourself. That's what it is.
How proud you were?
Very. But now, okay. So what is so the first thing that came to mind is you said to do, but the first thing that came to mind is just like which one is the real one, astronomy or astrology?
Astrology is very real, but I would stick to the astronomy.
Astronomy. So just kind of being able to do that, as in that's a beautiful science to me. That like looking up at the stars and understanding what the fuck is happening out there. So it would be just good if I could just like do some research.
So technically, you want to become late Stephen Hawking.
It would be nice to have the brain, but yeah. So that's I would like to be able to do, and actually, you know what? Maybe on the back of that, mathematics, as in like to me that's a beautiful science, and even though I kind of studied that, and my MSc degree is officially. If I'm just gonna mirror translate it from Hungarian to English, it's a program designer mathematician. So there's the mathematician in there.
So you can be designer and the
software program designer. Program software designer mathematician. I guess maybe it's better. But I was never actually that university level math guy. And I would really love if I could do all the calculus bits, the discrete mathematics. I have an idea, but it's just not a second nature. I wish I could just do those things and read those formulas like I can just read a book written in English or in Hungarian, in words. So that
it always fascinates me because I have no idea about the formulas. I have no knowledge about all these, those strange transcriptions of, for instance, chemical reactions. For me, it's well, let's put it that way. It's a pure science, which I have no idea about.
It's not rocket science. It actually.
It is.
It is quite.
It's a rocket fuel science.
Kind of, yeah.
For me, to understand those things and even to evolve them into some different shape and form, this is a very unique process which I will never be able to achieve because I am a humanitarian. Can you say that like that?
I know what you mean, but you like the kind of the human subjects, not the.
Yeah, so
not the
I'm
science,
more
but the-
into art
Yeah,
than into the
art,
sides.
literature, those kind of things.
Yeah, art, literature. This is my type of wood that keeps me going.
I actually now have a second answer to that because is play drums properly.
Play drums, but what is the obstacle? No.
I don't have a drum kit, but I am actually working on getting a drum kit. I'm gonna buy a drum kit.
That's good, but do you have a teacher? Or you're going to do that?
I will. I will find a teacher. But first, I'm just gonna get a drum kit.
Because you can still use the stove and the.
No, you can't. It's bullshit.
No, so no pans.
No.
no
What I
lids.
mean is like, of course you can, like, but, and I've with Sean actually we've been talking this week because he's a drummer and he's got a electric. I need to buy electric drum kit because I live in an apartment, not in a standalone
Unfortunately,
house.
it is the truth of life.
And he's got a Yamaha. I don't know the model, but I know it's a pretty good one. And I used to have a Roland one. TD4KX was the model. It was a good model, but it was like kind of mid-range-ish. And my thing was that, and I had a teacher. It was next to work. There was a school next to work, and then they had a music department. And the guy is a very sweet, very nice guy, Gareth Gale. Gareth Gale is his name.
Legendary.
He's actually good. He's known in Durban and when I was practicing, with him on his drum kit, which was an acoustic drum kit, so the snare, obviously, like everything feels better, but the snare drums really feels nice. It's because it's a real skin, it's the real bounce with the real sound, so the softest touch. There is a audible feedback that goes to your ear, so it connects all the loop. Whilst with the electric drum kit, it is based on samples. It's based on there's a pickup hardware that picks up the vibration of the mesh that they put on the head, and it has its limits. There's a sample rate and beyond. Like if you just touch the mesh, if it doesn't resonate enough, then the pickup doesn't pick up anything, so nothing comes out. So you do this soft. You want to do like a very soft ghost note, and nothing comes out of the drum, and that's like frustrating as fuck. So I just want to kind of look into how does this exactly work, because with the drum kit, with the electric drum, there is the drum module. Then that is one big thing, what it can actually perform, and then there is the physical hardware that gives the input. So like the different drum has the different meshes, the different pickup. I don't know, hardware. So I'm just kind of looking into and trying to understand which one is good enough that it's still in my price range. I don't want to spend like, well, fuck, if you can spend 7,000 euros and then you will have a.
You
but
can, but first you have to,
Yeah.
know, you have to go through the process of being newbie.
No, but what I'm saying is I don't want to have something that what I had in the drum kit. Because I know it frustrated me that I didn't hear this. It wasn't sensitive enough. So I need to have something that has that sensitivity. So that's what I'm a better sensitivity that what my older model had. So that's what I'm doing the research into. But once I have it, yes, I know you like until you know that you can play and you're really interested. It's silly to burn that kind of money, and I'm not going to burn that kind of money because it is silly. But I just want to, because you can. This is all modular, so you can put together the things that you actually want. So I want to check out what Sean has, just to see, because he is a good kid. I just even want to check, like,
A nice chap.
is it a realistic expectation of an electric drum kit?
But
to have,
you know
this
how
kind of
much
stuff.
his kit cost?
I think it's between 3 and 4 grand. So I'm not gonna buy that either. But that comes with everything. Your cymbals are gonna be the better kind. Your stand is gonna be the better kind. Your toms, your floor tom, your hi hat, it's all gonna be like the very good. You can just buy something that is kind of mid range, and maybe if it is the module, then you just can buy a one higher module. So it's not 3,000. It's like less, and then a bit more for a module or something like that. So anyway, I'm just trying to piece these things together. But yeah, I really would like to learn how to play the drums.
My God,
They're fucking amazing. The drums is beats. They are.
You are just one piece of equipment.
So do I get to choose a question for you now?
Yeah, please.
Well, give me the bag. Okay.
And meanwhile, to our sponsors. Today's sponsor is the...
What the fuck are you talking about? There's no sponsor. Okay, so... Oh. What would you do with $1,000?
What would I do with $1,000?
Dollars, yeah.
That's a good question. There are absolutely plenty of things in my adult life that would require $1,000. I mean, on the daily basis, not on the hookers and the drugs.
That's
but
the monthly basis.
Most definitely, I'm going to. I wouldn't spend them on the cocaine and booze. But on the other thoughts, I think I would. It is silly to say that I would invest them. It's not that.
1,000 you can't.
Exactly. So I would rather buy some additional equipment for my band, something, because there is always something missing, and all these little bits and pieces, and different bobs and hobs. All this sort of things, they do require a lot of money. It's pretty interesting and silly, but when you're buying some expensive equipment, you will spend at least half of that price over. So in addition to that number, you will spend on all different sort of accessories for it.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
And there will be some maintenance issues. There will be an upkeep stuff, and you will always be, it's not enough. I need something extra.
Well, for one, this microphone that I just bought, it doesn't have a fucking carry case, so I need to. Okay, maybe it is a podcast microphone, so you set up in the studio and you don't move it around. Could be, I don't know, whatever is the reasoning. But right now I have to bring it here in the original box, which is like I can, but fuck, why isn't there like a case? So yeah, I need to buy.
I suspect there were some sort of bundles for that. But at the same time, I do understand it, and in ideal world, I would say you will have to have an extra XLR cable, and a different stand, and then this what's this?
The
foam cover, and an extra one because you're going to spit a lot into it. So I would say, yeah, so it doesn't matter what you're buying. There will be always a lot of accessories which you would need to buy extra. Some of them will be, I would love to have them, but some of them will be like,
you have to.
I just have to.
Yeah.
There is nothing I can do. But what will you do with the $1,000?
Yeah, you're right. It's not something that you can invest or really it's pointless to like be almost pointless to be rational with it, to be honest, almost. So I would probably just
drum kit.
No. I would probably like spend it on like in a very good restaurant, maybe on a very good dinner. Like, but maybe in a different country, to go to like a Michelin 2-3 star thing, have like a 15-course menu or whatever, and then if it's like 700 euros or 800 or whatever dollars, then that. So it's something that otherwise I wouldn't do, because this is not going to change. $1,000 will not change your life. But I would just probably do something that otherwise I wouldn't do. Yeah, and I might just maybe buy a ticket and go to somewhere, or if there's something in Estonia where I could spend $1,000 on a single evening on food, I would probably just do that. Yeah.
just a lot of milk and fish.
That would be a
And
Well,
then
I have
and
to be
then,
very quiet.
and
Well,
then you
maybe-
can join that channel of yours and surprise them with a lot of those icons.
Maybe caviar is that would be fucking expensive if you like the expensive
black
kind of
one.
caviar. I don't know what kind of is it, but yeah, and,
The
there
black
is,
one is the most expensive
it?
one. It's like worth of gold.
Mm,
Mm.
so yeah, something like. But I would definitely. I think it would be. I would pay for an experience that like otherwise I wouldn't think of normally paying for.
5 hookers at a time.
That's another.
But
good,
no dinner
good,
then.
Good, but then no dinner. No dinner. Yeah.
Choices.
Choices. Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you, Thomas.
Thank you again for not even being able to say what made me smile, but maybe this time we will just leave it for.
We had several issues, several topics that raised from nowhere, and they were too serious to make them smile.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.